Hello everyone, this is Daisy here, aka Professional High Priestess, and I wanted to drop a channeling that I got. So, in this channeling that I got, basically in the dream state, there was a woman who was a sex worker, and she had picked up a client, and as they were engaging in the process, this man, his eyes started to like light up, and there was an entity that transferred over from him to her, but he was knowingly aware of the fact that this is what he was doing. He went out and hunted this woman. It was like some weird sci-fi, TV show type of thing. But then the woman, after she finished, she didn't realize what was going on. She went about her day, but there was a energetic barnacle on her, right? And it was starting to suck up her energy, take up her life force. So she started to deteriorate. Her hair started to weaken, etc., etc., and she started to become depressed. And she was like crying, etc. And that's when the vision stopped. But what that was telling me is that we need to be very careful about who we are mixing with sexually at this point in time, because there are many who are impacted with sexually transmitted demons, right? Because they have not cleared up their trauma, because they have picked up a lot of archonic spirits, because they don't have a good diet, so they're dealing with a lot of low vibrational bacteria in their body. And then on top of that, they deal with all different types of people who have types of trauma and do all different types of things sexually with other people that just a lot of people don't have any business doing, etc. The things that they've done to other people, etc. All that trauma and the karma and these different things are culminating to create basically calcification of the energy field, so people have a type of like soul death, if that makes some sense. It's like where you can kind of like feel the abyss, like right there. Like you don't feel like that standing and that grounding that you have when you're really, you're connected to your spirit. And a lot of people are going to be dealing with a lot of despair because of that. So, it's important for us to realize what the sexual principle is and what that element is. I'm going to do a longer video about this, but I had to put this channeling out. There's so many things I wanted to say. I also know that there are people who are, utilizing these apps and things like that. Be careful with these things and who you meet through them, okay? Especially if you're, an targeted individual, and, there are entities that want to just take your energy. They can smell it. They know how potent it is, right? And we pick these things up we meet these people at the bar, the internet, etc. So just be mindful of that. Also, too, I wanted to add that some people are going to start to see the channeling that I got. It's also letting me know that some people are currently going through this or are about to go through this. So be careful. If this is something you're currently going through, you're wondering why you're depressed, or you're having chronic physical illness, or you're feeling tired, lethargic, etc., watch who you are engaging with, because that person has implants, and they're then putting those implants into you, those nanobots that are like harvesting on your different organ systems and energy systems, because that's how they eat. And then they need you to go out and engage more in the energy that feeds them, which is low vibrational energy. Okay? Low vibrational energy. So be mindful of that. If you're experiencing chronic illness, or know people that are, ask them, who are you dealing with sexually? Cleanse yourself spiritually and watch that illness disappear. Especially with a lot of these men folk out here, because a lot of men, unfortunately, they're even more disconnected from sex as a sacred practice than women are. At least women, we have it connected to our emotions. For some women, for most, I know a lot of women that aren't, that's their thing. Or even if they're super detached from it, that's still emotional. That means that they are disconnected from their feminine element in some type of way. So I would say, just be mindful of the trauma as well, how it's influencing your sexual decision making right now at this time, because you will pick up an entity that will be very hard to remove, is what I'm being told. Like I said, I saw the barnacle on this person. If you're having a chronic illness, there's certain types of frequencies you need to get into. You have to get into higher things, even get more expensive stones, deal with more intensive symbols and whatnot. And also too, but some people, remember we talked about these cursed bloodlines, etc., karmic partnerships, whatnot. Remember, we're talking about that their ancestors can smell your blood and your energy before they can. So just be careful with what you get yourself into. I know there's a lot of do whatever you want to. There's also a lot of economic factors that influence things like this. right? There's all types of emotional factors, all types of different things that influence also people's ability to, operate in balance with their sexual energy and engaging in the physical world with other people, whatnot. So I understand that. So I just wanted to put that channeling out here. All right, everyone, if you need a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. Have a great day.